Hey, and welcome in today's video. Today I'll be reinstalling the diesel heater. So this is the diesel heater. It's quite a big thing. So what we have on this side here, we have a diesel pump, and below this hatch here, if I remove this, you can see we have our cable connections. From the cab there are a lot of yellow wires coming to this unit, and what I did was I put a dot on the wires. So I put one dot on cable 1, 2 on cable 2, so I know exactly in what order they have to be reattached. So yeah, we'll have a look at the front of the truck and how to reinstall this thing. So this is the spot where the diesel heater is located. So this is like the hood of the truck, so you can open it up. You can see a connection hose there, and you can see the wiring harness here and these two right here, and we'll be reinstalling them. So I've put markers on to which order they need to go in. And yeah, we'll get on cracking. So there is one connection that is going from the divider right here to the diesel heater here that I'll put in first, because otherwise it will be hard to get that in. And I'll show you guys why I removed the diesel heater. So this is a closer look of the diesel heater compartment. So this is where the diesel heater will be sitting. But when I received the truck and started it and drove it off, there was diesel leaking from the truck. So I went in and saw that it came from the exhaust that was coming here. There was diesel coming out of there. And then when I looked under the hood here, I could see that there was diesel leaking from the diesel tank that's right up here. And this small diesel tank is for the diesel heater. So the diesel heater is connected with this hose to the diesel tank, and then when you drive the truck and you have the fuel pump on, it will refill this small diesel tank. But this small diesel tank is already replaced. I did that before I started to decide to film it. So I got a new one from the Czech Republic, installed it with a new diesel valve. So first things first, we'll be reinstalling like a hose that's coming from the divider box where the air is going to the diesel heater itself. That should fit in. Like that. So one thing I want you to show is that this right here is the wiring harness. And as you can see, I marked it where it has to go, but these are bare wires, and they are with a screw terminal that might not be the best. So what I was thinking, I have some clamps that I can put around it before I put it in the screw terminals, to ensure that the screws will have something to tighten. So I've got these small terminals that you put it over the wire and then you crimp it, and then because these are copper strands, this is a solid, so the screw will actually have something to tighten to. So as you can see, I put one on right here, and we'll be clamping it down with the tool, and that's it, and that's done. So that's now a good connection as well as the other ones. So I'll bring over the diesel heater, and these ones will screw down. Same with this one will screw down as well. So yeah, now we can reinstall the diesel heater, but before we can do that I need to remove this panel right here. This corner panel is tightened by 4 bolts, 2 in the front, 2 behind the door here. When I took it out I didn't put it back, put the bolts back in, so I have the bolts on the table right there. But so it should be easy to get out. Yeah. So I open the door first, and then this panel should be able to slide out. So there's the panel, and here's the actual the warm exhaust fumes coming out, and the actual exhaust of the burnt diesel is going down and then back to the wheel. If you want to see how that looks when you tilt the cab, you can watch the truck tour video. There I'll tilt the cab and I point out the hose, the exhaust at the end of the video. So yeah, so you got this removed now. So now you've got the space to reinstall the diesel heater. So yeah, here we got the diesel heater. It will go in like this, but first I'll remove some of the dangling wires. Just put them on top right here. Like so. Put that one on top. And then the difficult part is the exhaust that's at the bottom, to put that in the exhaust hole. And now we're actually running into a problem with the hose that I pushed back. Because that is now in the way of the diesel heater to get in. So I should have waited with that. Maybe we are able to reinstall it without, but it turns out I'm not. So I will lift it down again. And I will try to remove this hose again. And now I see as well that there's a mount here that needs to be resting right here. So we'll try to do that as well. Yes. So right now it's not down in the hole, but it is on top of the hole. So I'll just wiggle it a bit to see how we can get it to go down more. So what I'm trying to do is we put in this this part to the so what I'm trying to do is we put in this S tube right here, and I'm trying to make sure that it fits properly onto the heater. It fits properly on the divider box, but now I also want to have it fit properly onto the diesel heater, because right now the diesel heater is sitting on the bottom. It's alright, but on the top it feels like it needs to have a bit more room. Welcome back. It's a new day. I had some other stuff to do, but what I did is I mounted the heating tube to the diesel heater already, because I looked at some pictures that I had, and what I could see is that the diesel heater would sit more in the corner right here, and then it would sink in more in the hole in the exhaust, because there are two straps that need to be here that will hold it into place when you're driving, and there are two more on this side here, and they didn't fit. So yeah, we'll continue. On the picture I also saw how the cables need to be connected and where, and it was correct what I said, that I had to skip one. So yeah, we'll get cracking with it. So I was right that this black piece right here has to be on the support, but it had to be more inward, and in order for it to be more inward, it had to fall down here more, and then it was blocked by the exhaust. So I was thinking, if I do it the other way around, mount this first, I could maybe slide it in here, because this was quite a loose fit. But yeah, we'll see how they go. All right, now we'll have a look at if the straps will fit. So we have the strap that will go right in here in the back. It will rest on the front here, and then we have this one on the front that will be like that, and then the diesel heater will basically be held into place with a bolt that will be right there. So these will match up, and then they will sit tight there. And then we'll do the same at this side, because there's one at the back there, and it seems that this one is correct as well. The tube right now, it's quite snug. We'll attach this strap right here. It's a long bolt, and that will basically hold it together. I will not tighten it all the way. I will first make sure that the other one will fit as well. So yeah, but it basically keeps the diesel heater in place when you're driving, so it doesn't bounce up and down. As you can see right now, the exhaust is also good, because you don't see the holes anymore. So it's a much better fit than yesterday, so that's very good. I will attach the other one as well, and we'll go from there. So the other one is located at the back right here. I cannot see the hole, so it's a bit filly, but yeah. So that one is in right now, and now I need to find the one in the front here. That one is in place as well. So now I need to tighten that one. We can tighten the heat transfer tube right here to the diverter, and we can connect the cables and the fuel hose to the fuel pump, and then it's putting the panels back, and this project is done. All right, now I got the correct tools. So I'll put this one on the back, and then with this one, I'll try to tighten it again. All right, that one is tightened, and now we'll do the other one that's behind this hose right here. So we'll push it a bit out of the way, and then I should be able to get one. I'll first do it with my hands again. And that's done. So those are now tightened, and now we'll do the ones that hold the diesel heater. Now we'll do the ones right here. They are 10mm. So I will hold them. I will just tighten them by hand first. So that's way easier. And then I will get my ratchet instead. Classic, where's the 10mm ratchet? I don't know. So we'll use these instead. So that one is tightened, and now we'll tighten the other one right here. And that thing is tightened. So we'll connect the diesel hose right now first. As this one, that will go like this. And I need to be careful not to strip out the plastic right here. So what I do instead, I will loosen the hose clamp, take out the fitting, screw on the fitting first, and then put the hose clamp back in, I think. Back on again, because that will probably save the threads, because this is not turning. So I will take off this connector first, I think, or not. I think that hose clamp needs to be tightened as well. Maybe I need to have the bigger one, so I can hold that one, loosen those. Yeah. So now we can put this one on right here. Yes, now it comes on easy. So we'll tighten this one first, because this is a stiff line. It's a rubber line, but it's not easy to put on because the line will turn with it. That, I'll just give it tighten it a little bit like that. And now we'll actually tighten the other end, because this part right here, it's not tightened all the way, so it can rotate. So I need to check with if I can replace that hose clamp sometime, or replace this line without the hose clamps. So I will go to the local store again and get it done. So that's the diesel hose connected, and now we'll connect the electrics. So I put them on top right here. So we have these two cables right here. They are in the dark, but they are like O-rings. They need to be connected to a bolt that's right here, so they're the ground wires. And these are the cables that we crimped before, and they all need to be connected as well. So yeah, And I've got an image how it was connected before I took it apart. So I can have a look at that to see where everything is supposed to go. And yeah, let's get cracking. We have a few left. We have this one left that needs to go right in here. Then we have a ring right here. The ring needs to go underneath this screw. And then we have these two rings right here. They were stacked on top of each other and they were behind this screw. So yeah, that's all that's left right now. I got myself a small screwdriver instead of the ratchet. That's a bit easier, especially when you're working with screws. That's tightened. Now we'll remove this screw right here. So that one is tightened, and now we do the other two right here. All right, now those are attached. So that's all the wires, the diesel hose is connected. What's left now is to put back the panel, and then on the panel there's a wing, and we need to put back the mirror on top of here. So I have the panel right here, and we'll put it in through the door. The door needs to open up a bit more. Okay, like that. Now these holes line up. Yes. So now I can mount it. And instead of putting back the old rusty screws, I'm putting in some new screws. So they're actually nuts welded at the back here, so that's why I can just screw them in. Found it. All right, let's continue this. That one is tightened as well. Now we'll do the two behind the door. Those have welded nuts. So I will move the camera a bit. So on the bottom here and the top right here, we have a bolt that needs to be tightened. And yeah, so we'll do that right now. So that's one. Now we'll do the bottom one. All right, now the bolts are back in. So all that's left is the mirror and the wing. So yeah, so the mirror is attached right here and here. These two holes have a nut welded at the back, these two don't, so these two will need a nut. And then on the top right here, there will be the mirror. As you can see, there are a bit of spots on the hood, but that was because the hood was open. It has been a bit warmer, so water has come down from the ceiling and it's froze, so there's actually ice that's on there right now. But that will go away when it's warmer. All right, so we'll now install the wing. Two screws on the top right here. So those are the two on the top, now two on the bottom. They have a nut with it. And that's it. Now the wing is on and we'll move on to the wing mirror. So one of the front mirrors is located right here. We have one on the other side as well. and they are meant to see the corner of your truck. So with that mirror we can see this corner, and with this mirror you can see the other corner. So you can check if there are anything in the blind spots right there or in front of the truck. So yeah, this one will be installing now. All right, so the mirror is mounted right now. I will adjust it when it's time to drive the truck, but at least I think we'll be able to see something right now. So yeah, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Everything is mounted back where it belongs, and yeah, on to the next project. If you like the video, be sure to like it and to subscribe, and let me know what you think of it. All right, see you later.